Tom had never met Iris in real life, but he knew everything about her. At least, everything she posted. He first stumbled onto her profile by accident. A mutual friend's tag, leading him to her carefully curated life. It started innocently enough, a random late-night scroll. And suddenly, he was immersed in her world. Her perfectly curated feed, the effortless gym selfies, the moody sunset shots, the candid but not too candid pics, the protein shake boomerangs, the poetic yet cryptic captions. She was stunning, enigmatic. He admired the way she presented herself. Confident, yet mysterious. And with every post, every comment, every little glimpse into her life, Tom found himself drawn deeper. And soon, he wasn't just following her. He was studying her. It started with harmless curiosity. Curiosity became routine. Routine became obsession, a now nightly ritual. Scrolling, analyzing, piecing together her habits, where she liked to eat, what coffee she drank, the gym she frequented. Obsidian Fitness, an exclusive members-only gym. It took him weeks, but he found a way in. One day, while looking at a post Iris had put up, Tom noticed a colleague of his in the background heading out the gym, just as she was walking in. Immediately, Tom messaged his colleague, first striking up a small conversation, then eventually mentioning he was looking for a new gym to attend. His colleague sent him a link to apply to the gym Obsidian. Tom rushed to put his application in, anxiously waiting for a response, hoping that he would be accepted. Knowing this gym had a strenuous acceptance process. After a few days went by, Tom received an email saying he was accepted into the gym. The first time he saw her in person, he played it cool. He made sure she noticed him, without seeming like he was trying too hard. Tom knew everything about Iris, but to her, he was a stranger, so he made sure that their first meeting felt organic. After a few encounters, near the dumbbells, a few shared smiles, at the smoothie bar, it was only natural that they would eventually strike up a conversation. Crazy how we both love vanilla way over chocolate. He laughed one afternoon, smoothly inserting a detail he'd learned from observing her at the smoothie bar. Right? She grinned. It's like we're the same person. As she started to chuckle. It wasn't long before they were spending hours talking. Over the weeks, their conversations deepened. They'd talk about everything from music, movies, books, etc. Tom made sure to align his interests with hers. He would drop subtle hints of shared interests. Interests he noticed she was most fond of, based on her posts. It worked. So, when she finally suggested, they grabbed dinner together. He played it off cool, as if he hadn't been waiting for this moment for months. Tom had to suppress his excitement. He had imagined this moment countless times. The night came for their date. The restaurant was dimly lit, the atmosphere intimate. Iris sat across from him, effortlessly elegant, her fingers lazily tracing the stem of her wine glass as she spoke, but something about her demeanor felt off. She was watching him intently, as if she were studying him, just as much as he had studied her. She twirled her wine glass between her fingers, a sly smile tugging at the corner of her lips. You know? She started, tilting her head. I have a confession. Tom raised a brow. Oh, let's hear it. Just as Iris started to speak, a loud noise filled the restaurant. A few pots and pans had fallen in the kitchen. Seeing this as opportunity to gain her composure, Iris had excused herself to the bathroom. Tom leaned back in his chair, exhaling. He pulled out his phone, instinctively opening Instatoke, his profile. He scrolled idly, nostalgia washing over him as he looked at old posts, trips to the park, late-night coffee runs, solo hikes, and then he noticed something, a photo from last summer. him sitting on a bench at a park, of him reading. In the background, slightly out of focus, was a woman sitting on another bench, facing him, watching. A chill ran down his spine. His thumb hovered over the screen. Slowly, he scrolled further. Another picture, a candid shot his friend had taken at a cafe. Tom sipping coffee, mid-laugh, and behind him, blurred in the reflection of the window, was a familiar silhouette. Iris. His breath hitched. He swiped again, his heartbeat quickening. A photo from a late-night run, a quiet, empty street. Except it wasn't empty. A figure lingered near a lamppost. In the distance, he zoomed in, pulse pounding. It was her. Iris had been watching him, long before he had ever noticed her. Before the gym, before the orchestrated coincidences. Tom's mouth went dry as the realization hit him. Like a freight train, he had spent months obsessing over her, carefully crafting ways to enter her world, believing he was in control. But the truth was, he had never been the one doing the hunting. The bathroom door creaked open. Iris returned to the table, sliding back into her seat, her eyes locking onto his. She smiled softly, tilting her head, ever so slightly. "Everything okay?" she asked, her voice smooth, almost knowing. Tom swallowed hard, forcing a smile. "Yeah," he lied. Because, for the first time, since this all began, he wasn't sure if he had found Iris, or if Iris had found him.
Fuck, nigga, I'm you to the source.